Hi students. Today we're going to be talking about how to calculate the perimeter around certain figures. So remember that perimeter is the outside edges. Like if you're going to build a fence around a piece of property, you need to know how much materials to buy. That's the distance of the fence, the length of that fence, and so the distance would be the perimeter around that. Or if you're going to go take a jog, how far are you running? You're going to run around something or a certain distance, and that is what our perimeter is going to be. So basically today we're going to be talking about figures and how to calculate those perimeters around figures. So let's just take a rectangle, and we have sides of, let's just say 18 and 5. Okay, well, what do we know about a rectangle? We know that the parallel sides are always equal to each other. So that automatically tells us that this side is also 5 and this side is also 18. So we're just going to add up all the edges, all the outside edges, like we're going to build a fence around this rectangular piece of property, and that would be our perimeter. So in this case, the perimeter would be 18 plus 5 plus 18 plus 5. And if you add all of those together, you would get 46. So the perimeter is 46. Now let's take something maybe that's just not such a regular type polygon. Let's take a random figure, maybe that's got all sorts of different sides here. And what if this one's 8, 5, 3, 4, and 12. Well, again, you're just going to add up all the different sides. So the perimeter would be 8 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 12. You add all those together. I think that's 32. So your perimeter for that shape would be 32. Now, you can have certain formulas for perimeter if you know information about your shapes. So let's just think, if we have a square, what do we know about a square? Well, we know that all of our sides are equal on a square, so perimeter for that would just be 4 times whatever the length of that side is. So remember, on a rectangle, we know that we have two sides that are always the same length, and then the other two sides are also the same length. So that formula is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So for any regular polygon, and remember, if we have a regular polygon, that means whether it's a triangle with 3 sides or whether it's a quadrilateral with 4 sides, a pentagon with 5 sides, a hexagon with 6, or so on, that each one of those sides has the exact same length. So we say that formula then is just how the n for the number of sides times that side length. And again, it's just as easy to go in and say, just add up all the sides. So that is how you find your perimeter. So we can do one more example. Let's just say we have and let's say this is 6.1. 4.5 and 5.5. So just remember, you're adding up all the sides. And if we're adding decimals, the key to that is to always line up our decimals when we are adding those and add up all those sides. So the perimeter of this triangle is 16.1. And that's it.